What can Americans do to protect themselves against identity theft if they want to shop online or go to stores and use credit cards?
You know, it's really good to be vigilant when you're using a credit or a debit card. First of all, you have more protections if you use a credit card than if you use a debit card. So if something happens to you, you have better protections against future loss if you use a credit card. Online, you want to make sure that you're on a really legitimate site. The best way to do that is to go to merchandisers that you know. Don't just follow links from emails that you're getting in randomly from a store that you've never heard of before. Before you put any credit card information in, make sure there's an HTTPS in the URL line. If there's an S, that means it's secure and it's okay to put your credit card information in.
So what is it that I'm trying to protect against? How does fraud happen online and in stores?
You know, you're trying to protect against people getting your personal information, and it can happen in a lot of different ways. Sometimes in person, if it's actually in a store, somebody just sees your card, they see your number. There are skimmers sometimes, so at ATMs or in restaurants, sometimes you give somebody your credit card, they run it through a skimmer, they can make a copy of your card.
Now, what about new technologies like Apple Pay? How do those affect the odds of fraud and identity theft?
Before you sign up for any kind of new technology, you really want to check into the back end. So you want to know, what are they doing with your personal information? What are they collecting? Who are they sharing it with? And what's happening with the privacy settings on there.
What would be your to-do list for people who want to protect against fraud?
You know, have one card that you're using for shopping. So don't spread it across all of your cards. Maybe just use one. Make sure that you're going to be checking your balances. If you have online ways to do that, check it as you go to make sure of what's happening in your name. The other thing I will say is if you're shopping on using your mobile device, make sure you're on a secure Wi-Fi. So don't do it in a local coffee shop that's a public Wi-Fi system, because anybody can see anything you send.